Double Sports Talk worldwide with the news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. Ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, hey, the heavyweight thing is going down. We're talking about it, probably hitting it every couple of days. Make sure everybody's up on what's going on in the Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, and Deontay Wilder thing. We're trying to get these fighters to fight. And the newest news is Tyson Fury thinks that Joseph Parker will KO Anthony Joshua. Now, normally, Tyson Fury, when it comes to Tyson Fury, I'm like, whatever, when he's going to fight and who he's going to knock out or whatever, because I'm like this when it comes to Tyson Fury. Get in the ring. All the antics and stuff before the ring is just antics with him. He likes to be in the middle, so he's going to be, in full view mostly. You're going to hear from him every now and then. This is the way it is, right? But you want to see him get in the ring. When he's in the ring, he's formidable. When he's motivated, he's a very, very good heavyweight. And then, he's about 6'9", 270, sometimes heavier. Like right now, we ain't talking about right now. When he's fighting fit, about 270, 6'9". So you're going to have to deal with that regardless, especially if they're skilled. So his opinion of Joseph Parker beating Anthony Joshua is relevant because, my theory here is most of the guys who are athletic and movers, people that can have a pretty good defense, those intangibles, not just coming forward, not moving your head type guys, outboxer, guys like that, they all feel they have a chance against Anthony Joshua, Huey Fury, who, not going to really throw too much leather. We saw that in the Joseph Parker fight. Right, but he has a pretty good defense, a little jab, but he's just pawing it, but he feels like Anthony Joshua would school him. Tyson Fury as well feels he would school him. And I think Joseph Parker, because Joseph Parker's an athlete, he can move, he can outbox. Right, last fight he didn't do that. That's not what was necessary against Fury. But don't think that he can't. His hands are fast, jab, bring it right, straight right, hooks, whatever you're gonna bring, but he's bringing them with speed. And he has enough pop that I think that he would give Anthony Joshua a very good fight. And to be honest with you, I kind of agree with your boy here, with Tyson Fury here. It's quite possible. Now, before you have any opinions about anything, now Anthony Joshua can knock anybody out. I just don't think he's that athletic. I know he's a good boxer, got good fundamentals. But, I'm watching him do other things that are not boxing. And sometimes that plays a part when we're talking about athletic and close fights, instincts, other things popping off, right? Some of these athletes that can move feel as though they have a chance against Anthony Joshua. And that's probably why Tyson Fury thinks that Joseph Parker will KO Anthony Joshua because of his intangibles, because of his athleticism. It's not to be underestimated, not in boxing either. So, and I agree. And I think when it comes to Deontay Wilder, a lot of natural talent. It's not, so much, makes mistakes when it comes to boxing. Boxing technicians, boxing, people that know about it, that's in there daily. They see the flaws in him. But the natural talent and that lethal right hand and the length and his jab is improved now. And that athleticism, we saw some of the little moves he was going to the side, moving against your boy Bermain Stavern. We've seen him do athletic things. We've seen him get up and dunk basketball or do other things. Right? It's an athlete, and he's got enough power. So I would say Deontay Wilder would KO Anthony Joshua, but it could go the other way around. Of course, Anthony Joshua's 250 pounds and resilient and wants to fight. Said it before, but I'm seeing these scenarios and these opinions from Tyson Fury, and he's not really wrong here. Right? Anthony Joshua really doesn't move his head so much. He's just a beast. He's a beast, and you're gonna have to deal with that. But we've seen him hurt from lesser opponents. Not saying Vladimir Klitschko, but Dillian White hurt him as well with one arm. A lot of people, that's probably why Dillian White wants to fight him again. Dillian White knows his shoulder was messed up for that fight, but took it anyway, but wasn't able to really throw it so much. So, we know that Joshua can be hit. Now, everybody can be hit, but I'm just thinking, guys I think that Anthony Joshua beats Huey Fury, because Fury just doesn't have the firepower to keep him off. But I think that'll be a good little fight for a while. I think Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua will be a very good fight. I think Joshua will hurt him a few times, but Tyson Fury is also resilient. This is a winner, regardless of what you think about him. The man's a winner. So I think the Tyson Fury would get up and it would probably outpoint him in a very, very knockdown, drag out fight. But I would say probably Tyson Fury would probably outpoint him. I think Joseph Parker would probably KO Joshua late. And I think Deontay Wilder would KO him, period. Now, those are the scenarios I would think. But here's the bottom line. And Joshua not all these boys out. All of them. That could happen too. And I wouldn't be surprised of it. That's how close everything is right now. That's why they should go and start fighting, because you can have 2 or 3 fights in these scenarios can go down any kind of way. It could play out any kind of way. We don't really know what happened. But those are just my theories. I just think that he's going to probably have a problem with people that can also move. I don't think the fighters he's fought so much, Brazil doesn't move that much. Takam is a decent move, but not that much, right in front of him. Now, he was having problems with Vladimir because Vladimir was really looking good in that fight, but he still handled him. Right? But Vladimir was a little bit 41, not moving that much, but Vladimir was really good. That was a good Vladimir Klitschko. And that's why that fight against Vladimir Klitschko, you have to give Anthony Joshua props for winning that fight because that was the best Vladimir Klitschko I had seen in a while. So he was able to deal with that. So that's showing you what level Anthony Joshua is. So my opinion about who he might beat and how these fights might play out, let me tell you, it's still Anthony Joshua. He can knock all of these guys out. That can happen too. So it's going to be fun to watch. Is Tyson Fury right that your boy Parker can knock Anthony Joshua out? I don't know. If they're in negotiations right now, I have a feeling, my theory about this is that even though Anthony Joshua lowballed Joseph Parker, gave him about an 80-20 split, and they would offer 60-40 is what Joseph Parker's team wanted, but that deal has been low, and they, now numbers are starting to come out. They're telling, hey, wait a minute, if Charles Martin got $5 million for fighting Joshua, why are you gonna offer me a little bit over the half, which must mean probably about $3 million they offered him. So, the numbers are coming out, let them negotiate, but I think this fight with Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua will happen before the Joshua Deontay Wilder fight. They want to have this other fight around February, March, so they can have the Deontay Wilder fight against Joshua in the summer in a big stadium. This is, the good scenario from some sides. So this is what's going to happen. Plus, I think, hey, if we want to unify everything, let it happen. Luis Ortiz is back, so that, and people going to want Deontay Wilder to fight him, so Deontay Wilder can do that in the meantime. It's going down in the heavyweight division. I'll keep you updated. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm about to hit y'all.